Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We have a very special guest to kick off our Tuesday morning. I'm here with Jeff Wiles. And Jeff, when it comes to the upcoming weekend, first of all, can we just talk about why you're dressed like this?
Yeah, I thought I'd show up in something special this morning.
Something special.
Yeah. Well, this is an actual parka from 1944 that was worn at Camp Hale.
Amazing.
I got this from Dave Little, who is his 10th Mountain historian, and he's allowed us to use this. But this hat, the parka, and the pants are really, these were the pieces that they wore back in Camp Hale.
That's amazing.
I know.
And this weekend, we're calling it the Vail Legacy Weekend. So clearly you are appropriately dressed, but there's a lot that's going on to really honor the 10th Mountain Division and all of their contributions.
Yeah, as everyone, I hope you know, Pete Seibert was a member of the 10th Mountain Division, and for years we've been skiing with these 10th Mountain guys, the original guys. And a couple of years ago, Hugh Evans finally hung up his skis, and he hung up his skis at 95.
Wow.
And so we came up with this idea of how can we keep our guests, in tune with with the 10th Mountain Division and how important it is, especially because we're so close to Camp Hale, where it all kind of started anyway. And so we've come up with a couple of things. We're doing a parade this Friday night. If you're in town, you need to come into Vail Village, bottom of Gondola 1, 6 o'clock. We have a very special parade this coming Friday. Not only do we have Hugh Evans, who's now almost 97.
Wow.
He is going to be our Grand Marshal. He's going to ride in our 1951 Willys Jeep. But we also have the Commanding General of the 10th Mountain Division out of Fort Drum.
Wow.
He is flying out with some of his staff. He's bringing 4 historians from the 10th Mountain Division. And then we also have General Lowe, who is the Adjutant General for Colorado. He is coming up, and then we've got about 70 soldiers of the 157th National Guard that are going to be up here on the mountain.
Wow.
For the weekend. But the parade is the big thing, kicking everything off on Friday night.
Okay.
We have big fireworks. We have a torchlight parade. We've got a great video. We hand out pens to everyone who comes. It's a really nice 10th Mountain pen. And we march down Bridge Street across the covered bridge to the statue, and you can go there. We have photographers there, so you can get pictures with the soldiers. We're going to have some of the active duty soldiers marching with our guys dressed up in this uniform. So it's going to be special. And that's Friday night. That's only the beginning.
That's just the beginning.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
We have the whole weekend, right? And that's Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Right? And it's the start of President's Weekend. So we hope a lot of people will be in town. And then on Saturday, we have scheduled a Black Hawk helicopter to land and at the top of Chair 2. That should happen around 12 o'clock.
Wow.
And then on Sunday, we're going to have a soldiers race. It's going to be in Vail Village right there at Pepe's Face, Giant Steps area. Kind of a race up and down, a little adventure race, which is interesting, should be fun. And then to close out the whole weekend, the Legacy Weekend is on at the actual date of the Battle of Riva Ridge was February 18th.
Okay.
But we are doing our kind of commemorative ski down on Monday the 17th, so we can have more people there.
Sure.
From the weekend and stuff.
Right.
So we're going to have the generals. We're going to have some soldiers. We're going to have Trux Dole, who is a grandson of Minnie Dole.
Oh.
And Minnie Dole, if you don't know who Minnie Dole was, he started the National Ski Patrol, I believe it was 1936, and then was instrumental in getting the 10th Mountain Division formed back in 1942. So his grandson is going to be here also. And we go to the top of Chair 4 up on the mountain, and we're going to meet up there, and we're going to do a commemorative memorial ski down the run, Riva Ridge. And if you don't know, a lot of folks out there may not even know about Riva Ridge. Riva Ridge on Vail Mountain is 3.5 miles long. We're going to have the whole thing groomed top to bottom, which is pretty fun. It's special. A lot of people they just thought Riva Ridge was just the name of a run. and they didn't realize that it was the first battle that the 10th Mountain Division fought in Italy in February 18th, 1945.
I mean, the history is so fascinating. Jeff, of course, there's just not enough time, but if
No.
people want more information, where would you send them?
You can go to Vail.com. We have a whole list of events, things like that. We're putting posters out. I'm going to be coming and talking to you guys as much as I
Perfect.
can.
Yes, we love
it. And we have some things in the papers. But a lot of it, if you see people on the mountain and you're skiing around and you're not sure about it up on Vail Mountain, ask, because we're really excited about this, and we want everybody to come and be a part of the Legacy Weekend.
Well, thank you so much for being here and
My
sharing all
pleasure.
this great information.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I think it's going to be a little different. I think people are going to have some fun. Having the commanding general from the 10th Mountain Division
It's a big deal.
is a big deal.
That's
So,
incredible. Okay, well, you heard him. If you want more information, Vail.com is the website. Let's send things out on the mountain with Michelle to find out what those conditions look like.